Today we have the Battle of the 22s. We have our Ruger 1022, which I've modified and changed the stock a little bit. This is the takedown version, where you can take the little rifle apart, so that's easy to stow. And this is our new Rossi RB22. What I wanted was a bolt action 22 because the kids go through a ton of ammo with the semi-auto 22. I like having the semi-auto Ruger for the younger kids. I'd say around age 6 or 8. You know, it's semi-auto, they don't have to deal with the bolt. I have a nice little red dot sight on there. It's easier for them to see and get their targeting. But then I wanted a bolt action 22 so they could practice and get used to a normal looking scope. And this was just a really cheap little Tasco scope. It's actually an air rifle scope, but it seems to handle the 22 just fine. They're both really fun little rifles, and we took it down to the range and we tried them both out today.
That's so cozy. Whoa!
There you go.
Okay.
Look at this!
What is that?
A tripod. How did that?
Interesting. Well, here, let me see it. In your boxes, in your socks. Boys, forget the cars. Look at what else is in there.
Mama. What? 22. And a mag. You got me a 22 pistol.
Weird. So there's all those parts. They go to that gift. Go ahead and open it.
Ready, guys? Come on, take it. Oh, let's open it. Let me open that. And it is just up.
Open it up.
Yeah, it's heavy. What the world's in here? Is it a BB gun?
No, it's a 22.
So it's a bolt action 22 rifle with a scope, so it's easier for you guys to practice and shoot with it. So Dad put all the stuff on in your guys' stockings, what goes to it. So he made a sling and a tripod. So Gabe and Caleb and Daniel as well.
Yeah, you can go ahead. So you just run the bolt forward. There you go. Put it down. Yep. Okay, finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. So can you look with this eye right here? Can you look with this eye? You just look with one eye at the little X in there. Can you see it? There you go.
Nice shot.
Okay, now you pull that back. Yep. Perfect. Listen to me while before you shoot. So keep that crosshairs right on the target, or right above, since it's a 22. And what you want to do is breathe in, breathe out, and hold your breath. Keep your finger slight pressure on the trigger, like just light pressure. Okay. Try again. So you want to have light pressure on the trigger when you're shooting, to where once the bullet finally goes, it surprises you. So you have just a slight bit of pressure on that trigger while you keep it on target and kind of control your breathing. There you go, you got it. Take your time and breathe. So before you pull the trigger, take a breath, and then pause before you breathe out.
Okay.
You got it above the target?
I'm aiming above, like an inch above.
Yeah, just right at the top of the target, of the big one out there. There you go. You're above it, so go a little lower. There you go.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, come out.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so we went out and we shot the rifles. And of course when I say I bought a rifle for my kids, I mean I bought the rifle. It's our family's rifle, and you only shoot it when I'm around, right?
Yeah.
Only when I'm there to help you. So, the new rifle, the Rossi RB22, is fairly simple. It was only $170, and I probably put another $50 worth in the bipod and the scope. They're both very simple. It's a simple little rifle, but what we wanted was a
Very fun.
bolt action. Yeah, we wanted a bolt action 22 that was also magazine fed. So rather than having to feed the little tiny 22 shells one at a time, it's a lot easier to have the magazine. But then they get the bolt action, so they can practice that and practice using a scope as if they're going to use a hunting rifle. And that was kind of the purpose of buying this rifle, was so that they had something to practice with.
The squirrels.
Yes, squirrel hunting, rabbit hunting, practice for big game hunting. And the Ruger 1022, it's the 1022 takedown. Like I said earlier, I bought this different buttstock for it, and so it kind of has a more tactical look to it, I guess you could say. It's obviously a lot of fun, but we go through a lot of ammo really fast.
Yeah.
It's really good for the younger kids because we've got the red dot scope. They don't have to worry about operating the bolt or anything like that. It just automatically feeds. And so I'd say the kids from about 6 to 8, this is a good rifle for them to use. For him at 10, we kind of wanted to move up to something a little better and more age appropriate. So what do you think of both of them?
That one is very fun for like plinking around.
Mm-hmm.
It's very fun when I like shoot targets like without missing. And then this one is fun because of like the bolt. I think it's very fun, especially the scope.
Yeah, and we were able to hit farther targets with that, with the scope, with the magnification on the scope and everything. It's fairly accurate. We shot it out to 50 yards in the video, so that was kind of fun, and it did pretty well. I only missed 1 out of the 10 at 50 yards, and I think I pulled that one, so otherwise it shot pretty good. So, I mean, to compare and contrast them, I don't think one is necessarily better than the other. It just depends on what you want and what you prefer. The Ruger is a little more expensive. These things have been around for a long time. It's a really good gun. We've probably fired thousands of rounds through it.
Millions.
Maybe not millions, but thousands for sure. And it's still going. I had a few malfunctions there, but I think it just really needs to be cleaned. It gets dirty pretty fast. Whereas the Rossi, we've only maybe put 100 rounds through it, so the only thing I didn't like about it was the scope mount. You can only use like the little air rifle scope mounts, and so it is an air rifle scope, but it works just fine. And I had to take off the old rear sight optic in order to get the scope on, but once I did that, it works fine. The scope works fine with it. I like them both. They're both good little rifles, good for the family, good for kids. So that's our take on the 22 rifle battle. Thanks for watching.